The lingering question, more than just ice. Did the RMS Titanic, the ship they called unsinkable, truly meet its end because of a lone iceberg? Or is there a deeper, more complex story hidden beneath the waves? A giant ship, a fateful night, a tragic loss of life. But what if the official account, the one etched into history books, isn't the whole truth? What if key pieces of the puzzle are still missing, lying silent in the crushing depths of the North Atlantic? The Titanic was more than just a vessel. It was a symbol of an era, a testament to human ambition and engineering prowess. They said God himself couldn't sink her. Yet, on her maiden voyage, this floating palace, this beacon of modernity, vanished into the icy blackness. The shockwaves from that disaster reverberated across continents. How could such a marvel of technology succumb to the forces of nature so completely, so quickly? It's a question that has fueled countless investigations, books, and films. Prepare to question what you thought you knew about the Titanic. The truth, as they say, might be stranger and far more disturbing than fiction. Imagine the scene. Southampton, England, April 10, 1912. The RMS Titanic, the largest ship ever built at the time, gleamed under the spring sky. She was a behemoth of steel and rivets, a floating city of opulence. On board, passengers from all walks of life buzzed with excitement, from the wealthiest industrialists to hopeful immigrants seeking a new life in America. This wasn't just a voyage, it was an event. The Titanic promised unparalleled luxury, speed, and above all, safety. She was the pinnacle of maritime engineering, a true titan of the seas. The journey began with fanfare. Crowds waved from the docks as the mighty vessel pulled away, her powerful engines churning the water. For 4 days, the voyage was everything it promised to be. Passengers enjoyed the lavish amenities, the fine dining, the sense of being part of history. Captain Edward Smith, a seasoned commander, was at the helm, guiding his prize ship across the vast Atlantic. But below deck, in the wireless room, warnings of ice were starting to crackle through the airwaves. Warnings that, for reasons still debated, didn't seem to raise enough alarm on the bridge. Then came the night of April 14th, a calm, starlit night, deceptively peaceful. The sea was like glass, but ahead, lurking in the darkness, was an ancient enemy of all seafarers' ice. Just before midnight, lookouts spotted it, an iceberg, dead ahead. Orders were shouted, engines were thrown into reverse. The helm was turned hard, but it was too late. The massive ship, traveling at a considerable speed, couldn't avoid the collision. It wasn't a head-on crash, but a long, scraping graze along the starboard side, below the waterline, a fatal wound. The unsinkable ship began to take on water. The accounts of those who survived the Titanic are harrowing. They paint a picture of chaos, courage, and unimaginable loss. But listen closely to their words, read between the lines of their testimonies, and you'll find more than just tales of a sinking ship. You'll find unsettling details, strange observations that hint at unresolved mysteries. Some survivors spoke of unusual sounds before or during the sinking, sounds that weren't just the groaning of a dying ship. Were these the sounds of structural failures not accounted for in the official inquiries? Or something else entirely, lost to the noise and panic? Second Officer Charles Lightoller, the most senior officer to survive, provided crucial testimony. He described the ship breaking apart, a detail that was disputed for decades until the wreck was found. But even his detailed accounts leave room for questions. When exactly did the ship begin to fracture? Was the breakup as straightforward as later depicted? Section 4. The unanswered enigmas, gaps in the official story. One of the biggest, most glaring questions is about the Titanic's speed. Why was she steaming so fast, reportedly over 20 knots, through a known ice field? Multiple warnings had been received. Was Captain Smith under pressure from the White Star Line to make a record-breaking crossing? Or was it simply a case of overconfidence, a belief in the ship's invincibility? The decision to maintain such a high speed in dangerous waters seems reckless in hindsight, a critical error that sealed the ship's fate. But the full reasoning behind it remains shrouded in ambiguity. Then there's the infamous case of the missing binoculars for the crow's nest. The key to the locker where they were stored was apparently misplaced or taken ashore by a departing officer. Could lookouts Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee have spotted the iceberg sooner if they'd had binoculars? Fleet himself testified that they would have. It seems like such a small oversight, a simple missing key, yet it could have had monumental consequences. Was this just a careless mistake, or did it point to a wider issue of preparedness and attention to detail on board the flagship liner? Section 5. Shadows of speculation: theories that refuse to sink. When official explanations leave gaps, speculation rushes in to fill the void. And the Titanic has certainly attracted its fair share of alternative theories. One of the most persistent and controversial is the ship switch theory. This proposes that the ship that sank was not the Titanic at all, but her nearly identical sister ship, the RMS Olympic. The Olympic had been damaged in an earlier collision. The theory suggests a deliberate switch was made to deliberately sink the damaged Olympic, disguised as Titanic, in an elaborate insurance fraud scheme. While widely debunked by experts, it's a testament to the desire for a more complex conspiracy. Another theory focuses on a fire in one of Titanic's coal bunkers, bunker number 6. Evidence suggests this fire was burning for days, even before the ship left Southampton, and continued during the voyage. Could this fire have weakened the bulkhead separating the bunker from other compartments? Did the heat make the hull steel in that area more vulnerable to fracture when it hit the iceberg? Some researchers argue that the efforts to fight the fire, or to empty the bunker by burning the coal faster, might have inadvertently contributed to the ship's speed as it entered the ice field. A hidden inferno playing a role in the icy doom. Section 6. The Titanic's ghostly wake: what the wreck revealed. For 73 years, the Titanic lay undisturbed, its exact location a mystery. Then, in 1985, Dr. Robert Ballard's expedition found her. The discovery, 2.5 miles deep, was monumental. It brought the Titanic back into the global spotlight. The first images of the ghostly bow, covered in rusticles, were haunting. The ship was broken in two, confirming survivors' claims. The stern section is a mangled ruin, having imploded and disintegrated. The debris field is vast, scattered with thousands of artifacts. Each item is a silent testament to the lives lost. The artifacts offer poignant glimpses into the lives aboard. Everyday objects connect us to the tragedy. They are echoes of human stories, frozen in time. Section 7. The abyss stares back, secrets still unclaimed. More than a century has passed since that cold April night. Generations have come and gone. Yet the RMS Titanic continues to hold its secrets tight, locked away in the crushing pressure and perpetual darkness of the abyssal plain. We've learned so much, especially since the wreck's discovery. We understand the sequence of events better. We've analyzed the steel, debated the rivets, and pored over every available testimony. But does that mean we know everything? I doubt it. The ocean is a vast, unforgiving place, and it doesn't give up its secrets easily. New technologies like advanced sonar and deep-sea robotics allow us to explore the wreck site with increasing precision. We can create detailed three-dimensional maps, analyze the deterioration, and even peer inside parts of the ship previously inaccessible. Each new expedition has the potential to uncover another piece of the puzzle. But with each answer comes new questions. The Titanic is not just a static historical event, it's an active archaeological site, albeit one that is slowly being reclaimed by nature. The challenge is to learn as much as we can while we still can. Will we ever know the absolute, complete story of the Titanic's sinking? Every decision made, every flaw in its design or construction, every contributing factor that led to the disaster? Perhaps not. Some details may be lost forever, eroded by time and the sea. The memories of the last survivors have faded into history. The physical evidence is disappearing. But the pursuit of those answers is what keeps the story alive. What drives explorers, historians, and scientists to keep looking, keep questioning, keep diving into the mystery. The Titanic's call remains powerful. It's a haunting siren song from the deep, a reminder of human fallibility and the raw power of the natural world. It pulls us back, again and again, to that moment in history. We are drawn to its grandeur, its tragedy, and its enduring enigmas. What else is down there, waiting to be found? What final secrets does the abyss hold? The Titanic rests in silence, but its story and its mysteries continue to echo, challenging us to uncover the full truth, if such a thing is even possible. The expedition is far from over.